Right, shut the door so we don't hear TVs from the other room. Alrighty, thank you guys for popping on. I appreciate you guys showing up. So basically, I just want to talk about earning the incentive trip. So the first thing I have to say is if you look at earning an incentive trip and you're like, yeah, no, I can't do that, then you're absolutely right and you won't earn it. You have to go in with it believing that you're going to do it, or you're already defeated and you're not going to earn it. A little story, when I joined in February. I went to SFR in, I think it was July or August that year. It must have been July. And they announced the trip, and it was kind of like this one. So this year you can pick from 4 different locations. The year I joined, it was 6 different locations. One of them was Hawaii. And I was like, I need to earn Hawaii, like bucket list, right? So I went into it and I was like, all right, what do I got to do? I made a plan. I was like, all right, if I sell this, if I recruit a couple people, if I promote a little bit, I can do it. And I did it. And let me tell you, the day I registered for that trip, I literally hit the button and broke down and just started crying. Like I couldn't believe, like, I'm like, is this real life? Like, did I really just earn a vacation and like for free? Like, really? This happens? Like, I was skeptical, right? And let me tell you, when you earn these trips, Scentsy treats you like royalty. They roll out the red carpet. You go, you stay at like 5-star resorts. They leave room drops in your room. The food is amazing. Like, they treat you like the kind of vacation is not the kind of vacation I can afford myself. All right, somebody's not muted. Amanda, are you muted? Why can't I see everyone? I can only see 4 people. All right, that sounds better. Okay, so the very, very, very first thing you have to do is go into this and say, I can do this. I am going to do this. And then you're going to work your butt off. It's going to be a very long 6 months. You're going to have ups and downs. You're going to have days where it's hard. You just have to push through, stick to the plan, and keep working. I know other consultants who say, like, at the end of an incentive trip, they've earned it and they've taken their husband with them. And when they got back, the husband is like, okay, I'm good for not seeing you for 6 months. Go get us another trip. Like, you got to work. It's not like an hour here, an hour there. You're going to work hard, but the payoff is so worth it. So first things first, in the incentive tab, there is the qualifications. I print this out. I like to have it handy. So I would print it out or write it down somewhere. So basically, before you can even figure out earning the trip, you need to make a plan, right? So I didn't write down the points. I believe it's 18,000 points. Oh, here it is. 18,000 points to earn SFR registration. That's not your flight, your hotel, it's registration, which is worth like $350 plus the giveaways. So that's really awesome. You don't have to have any sponsoring points. The next level, I believe, is 2250. It's actually not on this page. I think it's 22,000. I think it's about 20. No, it's 25. 25,000 points is level 1, level 2, I guess. And that gets you all expense paid to the trip that you want. Level 3 is 45,000 points, and that allows you to bring a guest. Now, your guest can be your spouse, a friend, your mom, anyone that is 16 or older and not a Scentsy consultant. So you have, a good option of who you can bring if you earn this trip. Also, if you earn for yourself, usually you can buy in someone if you want to bring like your husband, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your mom, whoever. Usually buy them in, but the price will be told later to us. Okay, so what I do every time is first I look at this and what I have to do. So for me, my points, I made mine to earn for 2. So you get 1 point. Actually, why don't we do this? I'm gonna go this way. So I made this and I shared it with everyone. And this was Scentsy's incentive tracker, which is the exact style I used myself just on notebook paper from the first year that I earned it. And so this is how Scentsy does it. I mean, no, this is how I do it, but Scentsy did this for us in 2017 for the Mediterranean cruise. So I just pulled this up in my files and I took these boxes and redid what was in them to make it fit this incentive. So I put this file, I shared it with everyone where I shared this link. So I have a Canva link that you can just print this out. You really don't have to change anything because all that stays the same. You just have to fill in your boxes. So the first thing you're going to do, I usually do it on notebook paper. So I'll have this out in front of me. I'll have this out in front of me. And then on a piece of notebook paper, I'll start playing around with what I need to do to earn the trip. And once I have it and I know that I have enough points, I then transfer it onto this paper. Can I mute all? I feel like it doesn't give me that option. Aha. There we go. Okay, we're good now. Okay, so I make it on a scrap piece of paper. Now, what I recommend is if you're going for the just yourself for a 25,000 point trip, make your plan for over 25,000. Give yourself a buffer because not everything is going to work out exactly how you make a plan for, right? So give yourself a buffer, and then every single month you're going to need to look at this and adjust things. But I always start with making it over. So I didn't write this down. I need to earn 45,000 points to get both of us on the trip. And my plan is for, let me just add these up. I didn't put a total on the bottom. Okay, so my plan has me earning 49,500 points. So it's 9,500 points. No, 4,500 points over because you just don't know what's going to happen. Plus, for this incentive, they're going to let us pick in tiers. So they're going to say, okay, maybe if you have 100,000 plus points, you get to go in first. This is how they did it for the year that we had Hawaii as one of the 6 options. So there's going to be like a week and everyone from those points goes in and picks their trip. Then the next week I'll open up maybe the 50,000 to 100,000. And then the third week, it might be everyone left. So if a location fills up for first, you won't get to pick it. So you want to earn as many points as possible because if you want to make sure you get your choice. Now, let me also tell you that the year I went to Hawaii, the trip was Hawaii, Costa Rica, British Columbia, New York City, Washington, D.C., and Charleston, South Carolina. And a lot of people didn't get Hawaii or Costa Rica, and they ended up, having to choose between like New York, Washington, whatever, South Carolina. And the people who went on like the South Carolina and the Washington, D.C. trip were smaller groups, and they had the best time. So no matter where you go on this trip, it's going to be done by Scentsy. It's going to be incredible. And you're probably going to have a way better time than you would think if you yourself were just going to go to like New York City. Like you're going to go to New York City in style, or British Columbia. Like it's Quebec, sorry. Or if you go to Quebec, you might say, well, Quebec, I don't want to go there. But then you go with Scentsy, and it's just incredible. So any trip you get is going to be great. Okay, so I have this as my guide, and then I'm going to start making a plan. So it's got all the months across the top and then all the different things you can do to earn points. And then I just total mine up on the bottom. And then what you're going to do is you're going to make this plan on a scrap piece of paper, and then you're going to transfer it over here once you've tweaked it. And, maybe you have to add things or take things, well, not take things, but add things to make it work. And then every month you're going to put what you actually did. And then if you're like, let's say August, my goal is 4750 on points. Let's say I come up at 3,500 points. Well, now I know I need to make some points up, whether it be in PRV or maybe I have to recruit one more person. So every month you can like adjust it. So the way you earn points, you get 1 point for every $1 of PRV you sell. So if you're someone who sells $2,000 a month, right there, what's that? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, that's 12,000 points, right? If you sell $1,000 every month consistently, that's 6,000 points. So the more you can sell every month, the more you can bump up those points quickly. The second way you can get points is attending World Tour. How awesome is that? World Tour is finally coming back in person after 3 years. And if you go in person, you get 500 points towards the incentive. That's awesome. So register when it comes up. It's probably open up in like November, and go to World Tour. The third way is from PRV consistency. So if you can sell 1,000 PRV for 5 out of 6 months, you're going to get that 5,000 points, right, for your PRV. And then you're going to get 2,500 extra points on top of that because you've been consistent. Now, the 5 months doesn't have to be in a row. So maybe you struggle in August, but you can hit it through the fall and hit it from September to January. Or maybe you hit it in August, September, October, and November is hard for you. So if one of the months is harder for you, you only have to get 5 out of 6, doesn't have to be consecutive. The next one is personal promotions. This is huge if you're a newer consultant. And something to keep in mind, if you're recruiting, which if you want to earn levels of this trip that aren't Scentsy Family Reunion, you're going to have to recruit people. New people can get a lot of promotion points because they can get points to certify, they can get points to lead. If someone new comes in like this month, they can easily promote to lead or possibly star in the next 6 months, and that they get promotion points at each level. So bring people in and get them excited too. So if you personally promote to certified, so if you're brand new, you're going to get yourself 1,000 points. If you promote to lead, you're going to get 1,500. Star, you're going to get 2,000. Superstar consultant, you're going to get 3,000. Director is 5,000. Star director is 8,000, and superstar director is 10,000. So there are a lot of points that you can earn by promoting. The next one is, it's chopped off. Okay, the next one is an activity bonus. So if you are a lead consultant or above and you get paid at title on your team, to be paid a title, you have to put in at least 500. You have to have the required active frontline, and your team wholesale value has to hit its goal. So if you're paid at title as a lead, that's 100 points a month. So if you're a lead consultant, that can be 600 points. Or you can promote to star, and let's say you're a lead in August and September, and you promote to star in, if you promote to star in like November, you get paid as a star for those months. So whatever month you hit. So no matter what title you are from lead and above, you get the points for how you're paid that month. So let's just say you promote to a star consultant, but then maybe January is a little harder and you get paid as a lead, you're going to get the 100 points, not the 300 points, because you didn't get paid at your title, you got paid at a different rank. That's probably a little confusing for people that are newer, but talk to me or talk to your sponsor and we can like help guide you with that. Now this one's really cool. They didn't used to do this. I did this last year. If you have anyone who's a frontline consultant to you and they, you recruited them already. So maybe you recruited them in January, February, March, and they haven't promoted yet, or maybe you recruited them last month, you're going to get 250 points if they promote during the incentive period. So that's an extra 250 for anyone previously sponsored who hasn't, promoted to certified yet. Now, if you have people that have been under you and they fell off, they can reinstate. And if they hadn't certified in the past, you'll still get those 250 points. Then for new people you bring in, you get 1,000 points for every new person you bring in who hits certified. So you want to recruit someone, you want to help them hit their shooting star in 15 days, get them halfway there and get them certified as soon as possible. The longer it takes someone to certify, the less chance they're going to certify. So you want to get them certified within a month. So get them in, get them certified. And then when they certify, you get 1,000 and they get 1,000 because they promoted. So it's win-win. You're both getting 1,000 points. So if you could bring in, let's say 6 months, if you can recruit one person every month and get them to certified, that's 6,000 sponsoring points over the incentive. There are consultants who will bring in 5-6 people a month and get them certified. Like, it's crazy, but people do it. And then, sorry, let me take a drink of water. And then any of your frontline consultants, if they promote to a lead, star, superstar, or director, they're going to get their personal promotion points, but you're going to get 1,000 points too for helping them promote. So that's all the ways you can earn points. So what I like to do is I sit down with this, and I'll do one thing at a time. I'll say, okay, PRV. How much PRV am I going to sell? So for me, I put 2,500 in August, and I just go across. I put 6,000 September, 3,000 October, 4,000 November, 2,500 in December, and 2,000 in January. Now, what I do, because I've been around, I look at my last year numbers and see what I sold last September, October, November, December, and then I kind of gauge it like that and usually go a little higher. So that's my PRV right there. The next column is PRV consistency, 1,000 or more for the 5 or 6 months. So I know I'm going to sell 1,000 the first 5 months. So in December, I'm going to have that 2,500 points. If you're not sure when you're going to hit it, make it a goal and put it for January. So if 1 month you miss, you have to do it the other 5 months so that you get it in January. Personal promotions. I skipped that one because I'm not promoting anytime soon. Personal promotions, whatever, let's just say you're certified right now, and for you to become a lead, you have to recruit one person, and between the two of you, you have to sell 1,300 with you doing at least 500 of that. That's pretty doable. So maybe you could be a lead in September. Maybe you could be a star by November. So look at how you want to promote. If you're a lead right now, look at your team. How many frontline do you have? What are their titles? And I would reach out to them and have conversations for them. So let's just say you have 5 frontline right now, and you've got a certified. Okay, let's just say they're all certified. Talk to them. What do you want this season? Or what do you want out of Scentsy? Do you want to grow a team? Do you want to promote? Do you want to grow? If they say yes, work with them, help them become a lead, because you helping them become a lead gets them the promotion points, and it gets you the points for them promoting, and it could help you promote. And if they say they're not interested in promoting and growing, don't waste your energy on them. Yes, check in with them, do everything you need to do, but focus on the ones that want it and help them promote, because you helping them promote is going to help you promote. You helping them and you bringing new people on is what's going to promote you up. Activity bonus, if you're going to be paid a title. So again, if you're certified, maybe your goal is to be a lead in September. So put 100 for September, October, November. Maybe your goal is to be a star in November. So make November 300, make December 300. And maybe you're not confident if you could hit it in January, because we do kind of dip a little bit after the holidays. Maybe put 100. So kind of like, you got to kind of play with it. And previously sponsored frontline consultants, look at your team. Who on your frontline is not certified right now that you've already recruited before August 1st, and then put in who you think they're gonna, when you think that you could possibly help them promote. So you can look at their lifetime PRV and say, okay, I have this girl, she's $300 away. I have this one who's $50 away, and this one who's like $600 away. So the 50 and the 300, they'll probably hit certified between September and October easily. The one who's 500 away might be a little longer. So you can kind of map that out. New frontline certified. Make a plan for how many people you want to recruit, and your goal is to get them certified in 30 days, and then just fill in how many. So like for August, I put 1. My goal is to recruit 3 people, but by the time I get them in, I don't know if I can get them certified in August. So I put 1, but I put 3,000 for September. So figure out how many people you're going to talk to and how many people you're going to try to recruit and help them get to certified. And those are you put that across. Frontline promotions. Again, look at your team. Who do you think is going to promote to lead? Who do you think can promote to star? And then put in what you think. You know, a lot of this and the planning is you kind of make a plan for what you think can happen, but obviously you can't control it, right? You can only do so much. You can't control other people. You can't control if they're going to sell, if they're going to sponsor. You can't control if they want it. If they don't want it, don't push them. If you want it more than they want it, don't push them. It's just going to burn you out. But, you know, think of who you might promote. I would tell you that October, November are probably the 2 biggest months for promotions, because August, we're starting the new catalog. People are going back to school. September starts ramping up. By October, November, we're like prime busiest time. So those are probably your best bets for having your team promote. And then event attendance, I put it in January. World Tour is usually January, February. And I do believe if your world tour happens in February, as long as you've registered to go, they will, retro those points to you before they do audits and all that. So you don't have to worry if your world tour happens in February and you're like, oh wait, it ends in January, you're still going to get your points. So plan on going to world tour, put your 500 points in. So then you have your list, and then I just write a total for each month on the bottom so that I know what my total is. And then as I go, I'll fill this in. And then I also put an extra little area. I put the total that I actually earned. So I'll add all these up. I'll fill these in August and put the actual. And then I like to do a cumulative versus my goal and my difference. And yes, I use green and red pens for if I'm up or down, because that's just how I have to do things. So I will do this. So I'll be like, all right, maybe in August, my difference was down 1,000 points from where I need to be. So then I'll look at the rest of the months, go, okay, well, maybe if I sell $200 more in September, October, November, December, January, I'll make that 1,000 up like that way. And if it's sponsoring points you need, you can make that up. But actually, in the 10 years I've been a consultant, I've never seen sponsoring points so low. Normally, you have to have your sponsoring points way up there to earn these trips. And this year it's 1,250. That's one certified and one person who's already on your team, or two certifieds, or one certified and one promotion. Like, the sponsoring points are ridiculously low, that's going to make it so much easier. I can tell you, for last year for Alaska, I had way more points than I needed to earn the trip, but I needed one more person to certify. So I missed it because I had one person who didn't hit 1,000 on my team. So having the sponsor points so low is, same thing happened for Disney actually 2 years ago. I missed it just by the sponsoring points. So low sponsoring points is such a blessing from Scentsy, because that's where everyone struggles. So they're making it like, here, earn this trip. You don't have to go crazy sponsoring. Although if you do want to really get some business, go crazy sponsoring. So I think that's all I have for you. I recommend you print this, make a copy on a sheet of paper, like on notebook paper, and then when you're ready, fill in your pretty one. Mine is posted right in front of me. I'm putting it back right now on my whiteboard, so I see it every single day. I always know where I'm at. Because like I said, for these trips, you have to make a plan. They're not just gonna fall in your lap. You can't just be like, oh, maybe I'll earn it. Like, if you want the trip, you need a plan. You need to be on top of it. You need to work your ass off, and then you go on a free vacation. Why is my dog spazzing out? And it will be amazing. Also, if you're on my team and you want to like get on FaceTime or chat with me or something, and like have me help you make your personal plan, I am totally willing to help you guys sit down and make a plan and help you make your plan. That's totally cool with me, whether we Zoom, FaceTime, get on the phone, whatever. But I'm totally cool with scheduling a time to sit down with you guys individually and help you make your plan if you're not really sure where to put things and how to do it. All right, that's all I have. I'm like winded now. Did a bunch of people drop off? We only got 3 left. No, it says we have 6. My video is just not showing. Okay. I'm going to leave the questions. I usually stop recording before I answer questions because sometimes we get off on like tangents, but I'm going to leave the questions. I feel like questions you guys have might help people who watch the replay. So feel free to unmute yourself and ask a question if you have any. I'm going to look at the chat right now too.
Hey, Natalie. Do you want to address the like double promoting? Because I know they've changed that, or they had that in the past where, let's say, for instance, someone promotes to certified, but also to lead in the same month, letting them know they're not going to get the 1,000 for certified and 1,500 for lead. They're just going to get the 1,500 for lead.
I think they get both.
Are
you sure?
The last time I had one girl do it, and she only got the points for the higher promotion.
I have to look in the FAQ. I really think you get both.
I thought that too. So unless they changed it back, I didn't see it in the FAQ. but it was not addressed in the FAQ a couple years ago when I promoted to D. It wasn't addressed, and someone else had that same issue. And even though it wasn't addressed in the FAQ, they came back and told us, no, you only get the points for the higher title. They
That-
don't give both points.
That doesn't make sense, because then why, like, you know?
And I told them, I was like, well, you guys need to put it in the FAQ then, because it's not in there to address that situation. So that girl never got those points for both promotions, just the lead.
All right, I'm pulling up the FAQ now, because I don't want to try to pull up my computer. Nope, not events. I want incentives. I want incentives. FAQ. Let's see if it's in here. And if it's not in here, I'll reach out to home office.
I just figured I'd bring that up because I know it was an issue a while back.
Yeah.
So I just tell all my people now, like, hey, if you plan on promoting, do one month and then wait till the next month so you get all of your points. Like, because I don't want them to get gypped.
Yeah. It's not in the FAQ. I'll post on the director page and see if I can get someone from home office to chime in, and we'll get that clarified.
Okie dokie. Thank you.
You're welcome. Where's World Tour? Oh, yeah. Megan, for us, in the last 10 years, it's been in Baltimore like 3 times. It's been one time, the closest was like Massachusetts. One time it was in Lancaster. I feel like it's almost always in Baltimore, either in Baltimore or like at the it's not technically National Harbor right over there. So it's like an hour and a half away.
About it now, just at the time when you mentioned it, I was like, what? Yeah. So I'm cool. I'm ready to go wherever it is. So.
Yeah. I mean, the plan will be to either go down Friday night, get a hotel room, do the training all day Saturday and come home Sunday morning, or do one night, depending on what everyone. I prefer to go down because like otherwise we would leave here at like 5 a.m. to get down there in time and do the training all day and then get in the car and drive home, and it's exhausting. So I'd like to try to stay the whole weekend if we can do it. If not, either go Friday night and just come home Saturday after, or go early Saturday and stay Saturday night to like relax a little bit. All right, does anybody else have questions? All righty then. I will let you all go, and I will get this posted tomorrow to everywhere that I need to share the link. And if you guys have any questions, especially if you're on my team and you want help making your plan, just let me know and I will sit down with you. Or if you want to make a plan, take a picture of it and send it to me and ask if, you know, what do I think? If I think you should add anything, change anything, I'm happy to do that too. So it was nice seeing you.
Thanks as always.
You're welcome.
Hi, Natalie. It's so nice seeing your face.
I love you.
I love y'all.
All right, have a good night, guys.
You too.